Antarctica has caught our attention for many years. From the intrepid scientists of today to the famous first explorers of the 19th century, we have been enthralled by the treasures hidden within Antarctica's frozen plains. About 1.5 times the size of the United States and 99% covered in ice, the Antarctic is a frozen continent. Given that it is the least populous continent, it has many secrets. Of course, Antarctica's mysteries fade as we learn more about it and study it. Hey guys, welcome back to Ocean Uncovered. Here are 12 of the fascinating unsolved mysteries of the Antarctic. 1. Lakes underground. Many things are buried beneath the heavy blankets of ice in Antarctica, and some of them have been already found. In Antarctica, where there are so many layers of ice, where it is difficult to conceive anything beneath them, researchers have found many subsurface lakes. In the regions that were investigated, there are thought to be 400 lakes buried beneath 3 kilometers of ice, which were first discovered with radars in 1970. The lakes, according to scientists, are the result of the breakup of Gondwanaland, the once supercontinent, from Antarctica. Because of the pressure created by the weight of the ice sheets, the lakes don't freeze. The largest subglacial lake in Antarctica is Lake Vostok, which Russian scientists first discovered in the 1990s. Located 3.5 kilometers beneath the ice, it is also the third largest lake in the world in terms of volume. Even though the lake was covered by ice more than 20 million years ago, scientists have subsequently bored deep holes into the ice to extract water samples. One sample revealed the temperature to be about minus 3 degrees Celsius. At Lake Whillans, about a kilometer beneath the ice sheets, researchers made a significant discovery in 2014 that changed the course of science. 2. The mysterious blood falls. Since the beginning of the last century, scientists have been perplexed by this flow of scarlet liquid in the center of the snow world. A vivid crimson 5-story waterfall cascades from the Tyler Glacier into Lake Bonny in the McMurdo Dry Valley. Although it appears as if there is a bloody wound in the ice, scientists have recently identified the origin of this enigmatic occurrence. Blood Fall's water source was formerly a saline lake, but glaciers have formed on top of it and cut it off from the atmosphere. Since it was stored 400 meters down, the water has become even saltier over time, becoming 3 times as salty as saltwater. It also has a low freezing point. The Blood Waterfall was first uncovered in 1911 by an Australian geologist, which launched the investigation into this mystery. Even though it took them years to do so, scientists rapidly realized that the water's high iron content was the cause of its red coloration. It was found out that there was an underground lake near the falls with water that was colored by oxidized iron. The saltwater is also incredibly iron-rich and devoid of sunlight and oxygen. The iron in the water oxidizes and rusts as it leaks through the cracks in the glacier and comes into contact with the air, turning the water a dark red color. 3. The Ross Ice Shelf sings. In Antarctica, a huge block of ice is singing. The Ross Ice Shelf is Antarctica's biggest ice shelf. It spans an area of more than 500,000 square kilometers, roughly the size of France, and is several hundred meters thick. Recent research has revealed that the Ross Ice Shelf sings a sinister tune due to the winds moving across the snow dunes. The winds produce surface tremors and practically constant seismic tones. 4. Nazi base. There are rumors that the Nazis utilized Antarctica as a secret hideout and that the Germans constructed a station to travel to the moon. Some people even think that Hitler retreated there after the war. Although these allegations are untrue, Germans did explore Antarctica and developed a covert station 960 kilometers from the North Pole. The Nazi Germans erected a station in Antarctica, but it was abandoned 70 years ago after the crew became ill from eating polar bear meat. Hitler did have a penchant for the occult, and he was looking for something there. 5. The Lost City of Atlantis. Where no one has gone before, deep below Antarctica's surface, mysteries still abound. According to legends, miles of ice conceal the lost city of Atlantis. When Antarctica was a warm tropical area, the metropolis would have flourished and been buried after the Ice Age froze the continent. Although it is very likely that a civilization once flourished in Antarctica, it has not yet been shown that the continent is the location of the fabled lost city. Well, you can save the subscribe button from such a fate just by hitting it once, and also by smashing the like button with all of your might. 6. Extraterrestrial rocks. Meteorites can be found in abundance in Antarctica, Although meteorites can fall anywhere on the planet, it is simpler to detect them in Antarctica, since its harsh, dry climates preserve the stony shards. On the ice's pristine white surface, the dark meteorites are also easier to see, and they virtually always contain extraterrestrial rocks because few rocks naturally occur on Antarctica's ice sheets. A large meteorite from Mars was recently found in the eastern Antarctic by a team from Japan and Belgium. The crew spent 40 days gathering the meteorite, weighing 70 kilograms. In reality, many explorers and scientists visit Antarctica in quest of meteorites. 7. Massive hole visible from above. In 2017, a hole in Antarctica the size of Maine or the Netherlands was discovered. These craters, often referred to as polynias, are not unusual in Antarctica, but this polynias gap is the greatest since the 1970s. The polynia, which may be found in the Weddell Sea in the Southern Ocean, developed as a result of the warmer, saltier water that was present in the deeper portions of the sea. Ocean currents force the warmer water to the surface, melting the surface ice. The water sinks once more when it interacts with the surface water, which is cooler, before being reheated and forced back to the surface. Scientists don't fully understand why the polynias form, but they think it may be because of marine creatures using openings for breathing. The effects of these unusual enormous holes are still being studied. 8. See-through fish. Visitors must watch for various deadly creatures, including orcas and leopard seals. However, some of Antarctica's tiny species have the potential to be enigmatic and mildly unsettling. Some animals found nowhere else on Earth call Antarctica home because of its distinctive ecosystem. For instance, in 2014, a brand new species of transparent fish was found in the sea. The ice-covered oceans beneath the ice shelves, which are more than half a mile deep, were once thought to be completely inhospitable to life by eminent scientists. This small fish may not be the scariest predator, but some individuals might have nightmares about it because of its transparent skin and visible brain. 9. Crash landings of UFOs. Could it be that countless alien spacecrafts have attempted landings but failed? Some people think that the odd patterns and markings visible in many satellite photographs are proof of extraterrestrial activity. Nothing has been demonstrated to date, and skeptics have proposed many reasons, including shadows, mountains, and abandoned research buildings. 10. B-15. The largest known iceberg in the world is the B-15. Its surface is larger than the area of the Jamaican island, which is 37 kilometers broad and 295 kilometers long. It calved from the Ross Ice Shelf in Antarctica in the March of 2000, and shortly afterwards it disintegrated into smaller fragments. According to scientists, this iceberg broke apart due to long-term natural cycles that happen every 50 to 100 years, and not because of global warming. It's remarkable that scientists meticulously monitored B-15's path for more than 6 years until it eventually disintegrated into numerous smaller fragments. Some of them are still moving through the Earth's oceans. 11. Mount Erebus. There are several volcanoes in Antarctica despite the sub-zero temperatures. Ross Island is home to 4 volcanoes, all of which are dormant except for Mount Erebus, whose volcanic activity has grown over the past 30 years. With ancient lava lakes that have been boiling for almost 1.3 million years and liquid magma, Mount Erebus is a remarkable natural wonder. With a height of 3.8 thousand meters, it is both the second tallest volcano in Antarctica and the southernmost active volcano in the world. Despite a team of scientists managing to climb Mount Erebus in 2013, scientists are rarely able to visit the volcano due to its remote position and hazardous weather conditions. 12. Deep Lake. One of the most spectacular ecosystems on Earth is located in Deep Lake in East Antarctica. In terms of salinity, its waters are comparable to the Dead Sea, and its saltiness also keeps the water liquid in sub-freezing temperatures. For the majority of sentient creatures, the lake's environment is extremely deadly. For instance, because the lake's water is significantly colder than the ocean, swimming in it for penguins is perilous. Except for cold-loving bacteria, no one can survive in such an extreme environment. Seems like we've hit an iceberg and come to the end of our video. Click that subscribe button, let us know your opinions in the comment sections, and hit that bell icon for more content like this, and keep sharing.